Hi, it's Seymour here with your weekly update. And this is another episode from the annals of you. You can't imagine, nobody could imagine how complicated and hard this would be. This week, talking about meeting all the requirements of the Wireless Power Consortium. This is the Chi symbol, which is the industry standard or for wireless charging. Let's just get their logo up here. The Wireless Power Consortium. And this is a body, it's a large group of manufacturers, and you become a member of it. And oh, there goes the train nearby. You become a member of it, and then you make sure that all of the products meet all of the specifications. You then get to put this logo on the product, and it becomes a kind of officially certified uh, wireless charging product. And of course, Apple and Samsung and all these guys are members of the consortium. Our manufacturer is part of it, and so everything that we're doing is meeting this standard. But I wanted to just show you what we're actually looking at here is now wrong thing is this is the document. This is actually the version 123 is the one we're allowed to show in public. This is the public document. We actually work from a slightly more recent one. Um, but I want you to see how long this document is. This is all of the things that we have to meet in order to be to be Qi certified. All right, and we'd never dream of not being Qi certified because it's part of operating at a world-class standard. But I want you to just see this document, and then just for fun, I'm going to show you all the work we've done briefing our manufacturing partners on one single page of this document. Okay, so look how long this bloody thing is. It's 165 pages long. We're flicking through here. 165 pages long. Okay. So there's an awful lot to it. We're going to look at just one page, just this one page. Okay. Can I click to it here? Yeah, just this page on user interface. We're going to do. Okay, just this one page on user interface. And we've got two things. I'm just going to show you quickly the briefing document that we did here. Okay, so this is a set of slides that we did for our manufacturing partners. So just for that one page in the WPC document, we did two things. We did this 38 slide deck. Not going to take you through this. I'm going to take you through something kind of a video in just a second. But here's us going through building out all of the details of all of the lights for all of the products, articulating why it is we think things should be done in a certain way. Because one of the things, and I've hinted at this in the excuse me, in the weekly updates before, is that this field of charging, like, no one's doing it to a world-class standard. No one's doing it to the standard of a Samsung or an HTC or an Apple. All right, everyone's doing it to a kind of mid-market standard. And so we've got this amazing manufacturer, but most of their clients just don't care about it being really amazing. So we have to spend an enormous amount of time saying, no, this little detail matters. No, this little detail matters. No, this little detail matters. I'll just show you an example here. This is just a very simple little animation that we did for them, showing what happens when you put a... Is this going to play for us now? Yeah, so you can barely see that, can you? But you see that the phone is in position, and this here, you can just see the green glowing in and out. I hope you can see that okay. It's just indicating that when something's charging, there's going to be this slow glowing green. But of course, if it's charging faster, then it's going to be a faster one. Is it worth showing this? Yeah, let's show this quickly. So here it is with a slightly faster charge. You notice it's going up and down faster because this device is capable, in this example, the device is capable of taking a faster charge. So one page, here it is, one page from the Wireless Power Consortium deck, talking about the user interface. So from that, we've done a 36 page briefing document with individual animations for all different states, on and on like this, and a video that I'm going to play for you now. And I will, we did it without words, but I'm going to Go along. So here we are. Here's the one page of the document. All right, user interface. The WPC certification requires that we communicate multiple charging states to the user. That's you. And the base station that is able to support multiple mobile devices, like Extreme, and at the same time shall, hang on, let's stop it. I want to make sure we've covered that properly. All right, the base station that is able to support multiple mobile devices at the same time, like Extreme, shall indicate each of the above conditions for each of the supported mobile devices. That means that Extreme has got to have different lights for the different charging ports, for instance, okay? So 2106, which is the internal number, Extreme, must have separate indicators for each Qi coil, so at least 3 indicators. And for the user, that's you, to be happy, we believe we must show them the charging state of every port, Qi and USB, all right? Because MAGFAST is a family of chargers, we need an indicator language that is the same for all products. All the power banks already have 10 LEDs. This is from a few months ago, but I just thought you'd find it interesting. So we number them from 1 to 10. Okay? Each LED number refers to one of the charging ports. Very simple. Okay? This is for non-English speaking people in English. So here's Extreme. All right? Port number 3 up at the top. That's Qi wireless port number 3. Here's port number 2 in the middle and port number 1 with that one down at the bottom, port number 1. So LED number 1 refers to port number 1. See, LED number 1 goes to port number 1. Nice and simple. Simple LED colors, simple for the user, that's you, to understand. So white shows you the battery level. Green shows you that charging is okay. And red shows there's a problem. So white LEDs show the level of the charge. Let's touch the button. There you go. You see 8 out of 10. Right. The lights show the charge level and the circuits turn on. Both stay on for 60 seconds. So you touch the button and the charger's kind of ready for 60 seconds and indicating that if you don't use it, it turns off. Okay. Green LEDs show charging and flashing when starting up okay. Steady means charging okay. This is actually a slightly old video. We've actually made an improvement since this, I'm realizing as I show it to you. But there's flashing means we're starting up. And then here we're showing steady for charging. We're actually going to have a slower breathing that I showed you a little bit earlier on. Now number 1 is starting up and both are breathing. And now 10 as well, all right? So now the user, that's you, wants to know the battery level while items are charging. So there's charging going on, and then on top of that, you want to see the level. So we show the level, and then we go back to showing the charging state. Okay, and I'm just going to pause it for a second because I've just told you, I just want to make the distinction here. So this state here, you see with green, green, and green, in the finished product, this will mean that charging is complete on 1, 2, and 10, even though in this slightly older film from a few months ago, we were saying that it was showing charging. And what we did was we felt that it was really important to show in a really distinct and obvious and intuitive fashion the difference between charging and charged. So we will have a kind of breathing up and down. I'll show you more next week. But next week I'm going to show you the film that we're making for consumers, for you, for websites, for explaining it to people. You're of course an insider, so I'm showing you a bit of the inside track about how we brief it. And you can see these are just very rough animations. What I show you next week will be really, really beautiful. So let's carry on here. Playing the video. Okay, so flashing red means that there's a problem. This is one of the Wireless Power Consortium requirements. If there's a problem, you've got to flash. And when the user tries to charge something and it's not possible, first all of the LEDs flash red for 5 seconds to get the attention of the user. So it goes like, hey, look, there's a problem. We're all flashing like this. And then the problem port's LED continues to flash until it's resolved. So here there's some problem on port number 5. All right, for whatever reason, you've plugged in the wrong thing, something or other, you get a flashing red. Now, at any time, the user, that's you, could check the battery level. So here's something or other going on, and boom, you touch the button and you check the battery level. right? Just because it's already showing other things. If you want to know the battery level, got to show you the battery level. So it goes up for a second there. Or you might actually start to charge the power bank while these other things are going on. So you plug power in, so you're now charging the power bank while it's got a problem on number 5, and 1, 3, and 4 are all charging or fully charged. You get how many different things could be going on here. We need to make it simple. During the charging, let's just go back down to see what that was saying. Right, during the charging, the LEDs count up and down fast to the level of charge. So yeah, so when you are putting charge into your MAGFAST charger, into your power bank, then the LEDs will dance up and down like this and show you the level of the charging. So they'll go whoop, up to 9 and down. So this is showing you we're charging at the moment, and we're currently charged up to 9. Keep going long enough and we'll charge up to 10. Now there's also the matter of priority. Okay, and I just want to go back to that one. I talked to it a little bit longer. There's also a matter of priority, because if you think of a product like, all of our chargers have multiple outlets, but Extreme has 7 or 8 different outlets, and whilst each of them is very powerful, there's obviously a limit to the amount of power that can come out of one battery charger. So we have to choose which ports take a priority. What we decided to do was to make it very simple. Port number 1 has the highest priority. You plug something into number 1, and if there's any charge in it, it'll charge out of number 1. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and so on. And it will always prioritize from number 1 downwards as far as it can go. So if you're using 1, 2, and 3, but they're pretty much charged, they're nearly full, they wouldn't be drawing much power, so you'd be fine plugging something into 4, 5, and 6. But if 1, 2, and 3 are very, very hungry, you might only be able to get a little bit out of 4 and nothing out of 5. In practice, you'll be just fine. You'll only be charging 1 or 2 things at a time. But these are the kind of considerations that we have to figure out before we can even specify the product, let alone finish the development. So, as I say, this work is from several months ago, but I just thought it would give you a really good insight. So priority goes from 1 down 2, 3, 4. Is the video playing? Yeah, so here, ports 3, then 1, then 4 start okay. Here we go. So we're starting on 4, 3. Okay, so that started up fine. Now we're going on to plugging something into number 1, and it's fine. Now we're putting something onto number 4, and it's fine. And then the user tries to charge with port 2, and it's too much power. So you get a warning like this. It's going to be too much power. But priority goes from 1. So 2 does get power, but it causes 4 to stop. So 4 flashes red. So you plugged in 2. Now 4 is going to flash red saying, I'm sorry, I can't do anymore. But it shows you 1, 2, and 3. All right, again, ports 3, then 1, then 4 start okay. Let's try another example. 3 starts okay. Then number 1. Then number 4. All right, and what happens now? This time the user tries 5, too much power, so 5 fails. So what happens here is that someone's trying to plug into a lower priority one, all right, and you're told right away, sorry, 5 can't do. Now I think in practice we're going to be able to get more than 3 ports at a time, but this is just showing an example where the first 3 are under heavy load, and so that's in this particular case only 3 devices at a time. So that's it. That's your update for this week. I just wanted you to have some idea of, you just think those little LEDs on the side, boom, 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 boom. Look at all this, of how spectacularly complicated it is to figure out how all of this stuff should be. The burden that we carry at MAGFAST is that we think that normally these things are done really badly. If you think of all of the products you've got around your home with LEDs. I'll give you an example. Where I'm recording to you from now, I have a Qi certified charger that's sitting beside me from a very, very well-known brand, and I don't understand any of the lights on it. When I put things on it, these colors blink and flash and everything. And we spent, I don't know how many hours. We were hundreds of man hours just into this briefing session, because even though I'm right now making the point to you that it's very complicated for us, as you'll see next week when we show you the video of what it's like to use it, the whole idea is that it's really, really, really simple and delightful for you to use. And one of these weeks, I must take you through. We did an exercise recently, boiling down the kind of rules. What is MAGFAST about? And one of the one of the key things it boils down to is delightful. We're trying to make it that anything that we ship to you is delightful. I'm not sure these weekly updates would count quite as delightful because it's me and because we don't have as much time as we would like to make them for you because it's so busy. But we do them every week. I hope you enjoy them. Let us know what you think, and I will see you next week when we will when I'll show you the LEDs looking beautiful like they will be for you when they ship. Thanks. See you next week.